There we are. All right. Okie dokie then. Let's get this show on the road. See if we get anybody coming in. I'll keep it like that for a little while. See what happens. All right. Get this guy going here. Clear up a few things. All right. See if I can pull up my page. Might have a little bit of difficulty. We'll soon see. Come on, buddy. You can do it. A little slow on the uptake here. Let's go back home. All right, there we go. I think we're alive now. Let's see here. Yes, I am. Very good. Alrighty. Looks like we're good. Looks like everybody can see the palette. So I think we're A-okay. Alright. I really don't have to add anything else. Maybe I'll say hello. Should be about it. I should be able to do that on this one. And we'll get right to going on here. Yeah. There we go. That should take in a second or two. There we go. Very good. All right. At least it showed on there. Okay. As the title implies, we're gonna have a little ball. Have a ball here. This is an old 16 by 20 inch canvas panel. And also, by the way, my name's Anthony Gray of Grayscale Painting. And I usually go live around this time on Wednesdays. And like I say, we're gonna just have a little fun. This was just extra paint left over, probably from October or something when I did the roses and web leaves, the webs and the roses rather. And I think this was just extra paint left over. As you can see, there's splatter from other projects I did. I think I had it on the bottom on the corner somewhere. A little bit of paint got on it, but you will never know it by the time we're done with this. All right. So I'm going into my little bag of tricks here. I'm gonna get a either a small filbert or a round brush so I can just sketch out the mountain real quick. But before that, I think I may want to glaze this. I think I want to glaze it maybe a nice ultramarine, maybe a darker ultramarine. I might want to go that route. So hey, what's going on, boss? Okay, on the iPhone and walking Ted. All right, tell Ted I said hello. I will be here. So right now I am going to get my favorite brush to put on a thin coat of glycerin. Very thin coat. Vegetable glycerin helps in the blending and shading. It helps in the blending and keeping the acrylic paint wet longer. Primary reason why I do use this stuff. Okay. And I will use, once again, a very thin amount. A thin amount goes a very long way. and this is canvas panel, so I can kind of be a little heavy-handed with this stuff. Put it right on there. Actually, I don't need too much of it. I just want to kind of glaze a nice color of thin layer of ultramarine for the background. What it's gonna do is bring out this cloud-like texture that I have on here. RV DJ, hello, how are you? Marilyn Lynch, hello, hello, how are you? Hi all. I'm going into my comic fantasy monster phase here, so I'm gonna do my version of Skull Island. Okay, so we're just gonna have a little fun with this, and I'm just wiping glycerin all on the and I'm going pretty hard with it. Yes, I am, and I kind of can. This is acrylic board, so I can kind of be a little abrasive with this stuff. Just put it on there real good. Okay, that should be good enough. All right, let's go into a little bit. You look down here. Oh, I got black sap green, ultramarine, blue green, whatever it is, alizarin crimson, and phthalo blue. Don't even know if I'm going to use all of that. Let's pull some of this out. Don't know if I'm going to use all of it. I'm going to get a little touch of phthalo. Slap that in there. Don't know if I'm going to use all of that colors that you see there, but we'll see. But I'm going to put a nice thin coat of this color. It's almost like a glaze. It's more acrylic, more glaze than paint, so you get to see a little bit of that background show through. It also depends on what color you use. Okay, but I'm gonna just throw on this nice color right here. Now, as I'm looking at it, I got the studio lights on, so glycerin is very reflective. So I have to look at my screen to my left to really see how much of this stuff is on here being applied, how it looks. And so when I look at the screen, it's almost like another person's painting. So, and you guys can't really see my face because I don't have that camera on. But I did make the palette bigger so you can see the palette and how I mix stuff and, you know, all that happenings. All right, something like that. Now, glycerin, when you apply the glycerin, the paint is on top of the glycerin. The glycerin spreads as it dries. All right, so, but it's good to see you guys. It's good to see you. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. Like I said, I already kind of got what I want in mind for Skull Island, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a little fun with it. Don't think I need to add really any more colors to it. What I got here is cool because you can still see it sets in the dark, but it brings out some of that light stuff in there. Okay, like I said, this is a board that I've had for a while. I just didn't do anything with it. All right, let me get my blanket. I usually have a blanket right across my lap, so when I rinse off my brush, I can just wipe it off on this beach towel here. This rather well used, well worn beach towel. So I'll just wipe off the brush. All right. It's good to see you guys. Okay, I think I have, let me see if I got my focus on right. So if you see the camera moving, it's just me trying to adjust the focus. All it takes is a slight touch, just to make sure everything's all well and good. All right, let's take, I don't necessarily have to do this, but you know, I'm a creature of habit. So I'm gonna just take this and I'm gonna just kind of swirl it around a little bit. Because if there's any potential streaks or whatnot, I can get it out of there with this. And that's basically all I'm doing, is just swirling it around. That's all, just very lightly. I just want to get rid of what little bitty streak marks that might be up in this. And then that's that, okay? All right, now the way I'm going to approach this may even be kind of absurd, but this is a surefire way to get a lot of stuff done in the least amount of time. Okay, all right. Let's get, I think I'll use the round brush, and we're going to pretty much kind of silhouette the mountain. Now it is called Skull Mountain, Skull Island. All right, so I'm gonna get a little bit of black here. I might have to dip it in a little bit of water, loosen up the paint just a little bit. Now, just because I silhouette it in black, don't mean it's gonna necessarily stay black. Let me make sure that my mic is, oh yeah, my mic is on. Okay, everything's on, everything's cool. All right, so let's get to getting. Let's put the skull right around in here somewhere. So hopefully you guys get to see this. We'll see. But I'm going to kind of get and bring it out here. And maybe come down like that. Something like that. I'll kind of elongate the top here. Come down like that. Bring him down around here like this, like that. Now check this out. I just got the silhouette of the guy right there, right? Okay. I'm going to, believe it or not, darken all this, and we're going to have a complete scene in here, even though I'm going to make this all solid. All right, it's what you do within it. Okay, and you'll see what I'm going to do here. I just need that outside edge for a second. All right, and we're going to block all of that in. Now, what I'm about to do may not even make sense to most people, but like I said, this is a technique. If you want to do some, how you doing, Oswina? It's good to see you. It's been a while. I'm painting Skull Island, at least my version of it. So what we're going to do now, because this black, I'm taking, this is actually a varnish brush. All right, but I'm gonna take it, go into the black here. Now this black is very thick black. All right, but we're gonna kind of carefully cover this thing here. Now, even if I don't get all of it with this broad brush, that's okay, because I'm just blocking it in. So I can take a smaller brush and go over the finer details. It doesn't matter. This is just me blocking in the black. That's all. Just blocking it all in. And it's what you're going to see after I'm done. All right, I'm going to have to do something before I go on. I kind of figured this was going to happen. Hold on for 1 second. I have to take my Ethernet cable out of my computer and put it into my unit, so I can easily do that right now there. So we shouldn't experience any buffering or anything like that. So it's going direct now, so I shouldn't, you guys shouldn't experience anything crazy. If you do, let me know, but I think we should be good. I put the Ethernet cable into my webcaster, so we shouldn't have any disturbances. But in case we do, please let me know. Hello, Fatima. Greetings and welcome. I forgot to share this out on my page. But if they have, okay. Actually, I should plan it, should schedule it, and that will make life a lot easier. And I'm just taking the black, I'm blocking, as you can see, just blocking all of this in. Now, when I do stuff like this, of course, or when anybody does anything like this, it kind of messes up your perspective a little bit, because black is such a flat color, it's just in your face. But we're going to build off of this. All right, we are definitely going to build off of what you see here. Okay, I'm bringing it right down, and it's okay. I'm going to take more of this black. We're going to build an entire scene from this, believe it or not. Yes, we are. Now, of course, I got glycerin, all over this board here. So it's going to take a little longer for that black to tack up and dry, but that's okay. I'm going to use that to my advantage also. But right now it's just a varnish brush I'm using just to spread this color around and block it in. So we're going to have all sorts of greenery and rock, some greens, some rocks. Obviously the Skull Island gate will make an appearance. We're going to do all of that. So basically it's me painting a jungle. Okay. Okay, now remember with glycerin, once it starts to dry and tack up, the paint is on top of the glycerin, so it just spreads. All right. Okay. So if my head is in your way, I'm sorry. It's just I have to kind of see. Glycerin is very reflective. So I know my head is in the way right now, but it's just to see exactly where I'm at. And if I have to take these smaller brush and kind of fine tune some things. Looks like I got most of it here. All right. I got the majority of it, so that's fine. Okay. So pardon my head. Now, I've already have it more or less mapped out of what I'm going to do as far as the interior of an island is concerned. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to start to kind of build things from that skull onward, but we're going to mix the rock in with the faraway trees. Okay, and as we come down a little further, we're going to mix using all of this as a the foundation. We'll mix a certain larger set of trees and stuff. Like I say, we're going to the gate will be put in here. Okay, and then some extra fauna and all of that stuff. Maybe a little bit of stream, a lake. So we're going to put something up in there. All right, but right now we're going to concentrate on, if I find my, here we go, we use this little guy. We're going to get a nice little rocky texture going. Now usually I'll just do the get rid of some. Now this is already pretty much dried, so it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna get a little bit of we're gonna use two opposite colors. We're gonna see what this brings us. I'll put it right here. Okay, so we'll get a little bit of green, a little bit of the alizarin crimson. All right, so I'm gonna mix two color opposites together. All right, mix it in pretty good with the palette knife. Now, as you can see with the green and the red, you get mud. All right, but it's good mud. It's good mud. We're gonna get a little bit of white, mix it in with that mud, and it grays it out. Look at this. Now that's a nice stone color you got there. Okay. The brighter you have it, obviously, or the more white you put in, the brighter you're gonna have this. Okay. But it's pretty much what we're looking for there. Mix it in fairly well. Okay. Then we're just gonna, now with this mixture, with this type, what I'm gonna do with this type of rock, I'll show you here with the camera, is that you see I'm tapping into it, all right? But when I tap into it, if you look, you can see those little textures right there. Those are the textures you need there. So hopefully you guys can see that. All right. Okay. Let's play around with our mountain. I want to make sure that I'm in there correctly. And we're going to kind of base our skull. And it's a series of small taps. Just like this. And I'm going to kind of round off to where his the skull eye socket would be, just like that. Kind of bring some of that up in there like that. So I'm going to give it the appearance of a skull, of a cheekbone or whatever. So we already got where the eye would be. The nose would be pretty much somewhere in here like this. Okay, you get a cheekbone right up in there like that. And bring it up there like this. Okay. Okay. Bring that. Oh, don't have enough. This requires a lot of paint. Okay. Bring that around. Bring some of that. Oh, don't have enough. You find yourself going to you find yourself up in here like this. Up around here. Now remember, we're gonna have some greenery up around there. Okay. Right up in here, come on down. See, I can fade some of that out, but if it's too bright. But remember, this stuff kind of goes dark on you as it fades. Borrow some from here, bring it that way. Borrow some of that, bring it up around here. Okay. So we're doing the back half of the mountain. All right. Welcome back, Bruce. Come up around in here a little bit. Just tap some of that in there. Some of that love. Come downward with it. Come down here. This would be an entire scene. We're just breaking it up. Come up around here, break it up a little bit. And I'm just getting the rocky stuff situated there. We're gonna have some greens in there too. Right now, it's partially green, partially rock, partially green, partially rock, like that. Put a little bit of that up in there like that. Bring some of that downward. Now remember, there's glycerin on here, so the glycerin's gonna smooth that out a little bit. And it's fine. Come around in here, we're gonna tap in a little bit. Just like that. Now I'm gonna do something here to help bring some of this out, all right? You'll see in a second. Get a little bit of atmosphere going on in here. But let me get some rock texture a little further down. Okay, we're gonna take a very soft brush, because now, even though I'm facing the painting, I have to look at my TV screen to actually see what the heck is going on here. I'm patting this down here a little bit. See this? Just kind of fluffing the edges a little bit. And I will lightly, circular motion, create some blurred effects here. Very softly. I'm looking at the screen so I don't overdo it. But there's some blurred effects. Blur it up a little bit. Okay. Blur it up a little bit. Even up here, blur some of those. The reason why I'm blurring that is to give distance. Soften up some of this stuff here. Just a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's leave that alone. Let's get our palette knife back. We're gonna just scrape off some of this color. Now, obviously the paper stains, so that's what you're looking at. You're just looking at stained paper. All right. Well, hello, Chrissy, how are you? Nell, how are you? Okay. We're gonna get a pretty raggedy beat down brush. We need one of those. Everybody should have a raggedy beat down brush in their palette. I'm gonna try to take a raggedy round brush, and if it's not raggedy, I'm gonna make it raggedy. To just take it, just wreck it. You always gotta have one As you can see, I'm purposely just destroying this thing. Just make it splatter out like that. All right, just like that, and just lay on it for a while. Make sure it's a brush you don't plan on using for anything quote unquote meaningful. All right, so I'm just destroying the thing. It's all good. Take some of this sap green. Just put the sap green right here. Okay, a little bit of blue in that sap green. Mix it right in there. Put it in there, like that. All right. I'm getting quite a bit of this because we're gonna need quite a bit. Okay, a little heavy on the blue side. That's fine. Add more green, but you're gonna kind of gross it out. Just kind of mangle it. Just manhandle the thing. Okay, I got pretty good amount of green on the brush, and it's fine. That is fine. Just like that. Okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's tomorrow. I think somebody from another country wears the day ahead, and that's why if you've seen it on my wall, they wish me a happy birthday, which is all good. We're gonna take this now. We're gonna establish some greenery up here. Nice little touch. Okay. I'm gonna do something here because this takes a lot of paint. So I'm gonna gather up this paint. See this? See how I give you a nice little glob of paint right there, just like that. You're gonna put that glob on your brush, and it's a light touch. Now it's obvious that I'm going to need to be a little bit brighter because you can't see it. It is dark. So we're gonna lighten that up a little bit. Now, as I just lightened it up, I'm gonna take this green. Okay, you need a nice little glob of it. Okay, and a very light touch. There we go. There's our foliage. See this? And we're gonna put that foliage all up in there, put some up on the top there. But we're gonna, just like that. Don't get rid of all of the black though. Okay. Make it look like a nice little canopy. It's gonna be a canopy of trees in there. I'm gonna give it a tiny little push, a little bit. Nice little canopy of trees. Get a little dark. Yeah, get some darkness in there. And you're gonna do these in groupings. Okay. Just like that. I'm gonna gather some more green, gather some more blue right on the brush. Gather it. You need quite a bit of it because you need a light touch. And that's how you get your grouping of trees in there. Come up here. Need a touch of white. Lighten it up a little bit. Well, I appreciate it. And how is that hand, Chrissy? And we're gonna build our canopy. Now I gotta look at the TV screen to do this because I am actually doing this blind because I cannot see because of the glitter, because of the lights. But you to get a convincing canopy, you do it in groupings and make sure you get that little bit of black in there. Okay. I'm still looking. I'm gonna pop in a couple of them up in there like that. Bring some up in here. And as I'm doing this, I'm putting plenty down here because we're going to fade that out and add fog and all that good stuff. So, very atmospheric painting here. All right. Add that grouping of trees in there. And now we're going to start establishing distance with these fellas. You want it faded out a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off the brush here. Yeah, there's quite a bit of glare. It's because of the lights. And I know I was working on something dark. So if I shut off the lights or I didn't have enough light, you really wouldn't see anything at all. So it's kind of a it's kind of a give and take. We're gonna lightly pat some of that green. Just lightly tap. I'm moving my brush around a little bit. I'm looking what I'm doing on the screen here. So I'm not really looking at my brush, my palette. I'm looking at the screen, looking at what I'm doing on the screen. Okay, just like that. And then I will lightly just give it a nice little twirl. Very light twirl. Very light, because I don't want to really destroy everything, but it will be misted out a little bit. Just like this, mist it out a little. Okay. And watch what I'll do. This is the fun part. Down below, I'm gonna go a little harder. Down below, just a little bit down below the tree line there. Okay. All right. We're gonna establish. Hey, Tony Damien, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Let's get a very tiny fan brush. Let me scrape up this little bit of green here. Once again, this is a Stay Wet palette, and I got a smaller brush than that. There we go. Stay Wet palette. So what you're seeing right here, it's just stained paint. It's all been removed, so it's no big deal. All right. Okay. Let's get a little touch of white. We'll put the white right here. A little touch of white there. Now, the reason why I can get away with what I'm about to do is because there's glycerin all over the place on this. Okay. I'm gonna go below the tree line. Come down here. Come down below. Just like that. Come down. Twist your brush. Just twist it. But I'm going down below. This is the first layer of the stuff anyway. Down below. Go down below it there. Down below. Twist, turn. Just like that song, twist and shout. All right, just like that. All right, let's take a mop brush. Show you right here. This fella. Go from the bottom, so you can test it out. See how much you want to press to get the mist effect. So we'll mist out the bottom first. Okay. You slowly just bring it upward. Bring it up. Bring it up. Don't be shy. Spin it, spin it, spin it. Spin it around. This is only the first layer. Spin it around. Have fun with it. Okay. That's just your first layer. Don't panic. Very light. Very light. All right. Okay. Rinse off the brush. Let's see. You guys are getting, oh, here we go. Well, thank you, dear. I do appreciate it. You guys celebrate my birthday more than I do. I really don't mention it. That's Facebook's doing. Okay. Let's now deliberately pop it in spots. Just like that. Let's go up a little bit. Let's come up around here. Let's add a little bit of fun in here. Let's add a little bit of love in there. Like that. All right. Getting some more. That one's tainted with a little bit of color, but that's okay. That doesn't matter at this point. Let's pop some love way up in here like this. Okay. And then we'll kind of give them a little something up top, way up here like that. Just like that. All right. For those of you who might think that's a little much, I've been doing this a little while. And plus, once again, you got to know what your glycerin can do and cannot do for you. All right. Okay. Once again, very light touch. 3 hairs and some air. I know you know who says that often, right? And here you go. Just give it a little twist, little fade. Now you're getting all sorts of values in your mix. Okay. Just like that. Now this brush might seem a little large to you. Okay. And actually only a few hairs is just moving around in this, to be honest with you. Okay. Just like that. We'll come down here and we're gonna kind of give it a press. We're gonna kind of fade it a little heavier down in there because it really won't matter, because you're gonna have all sorts of greenery and fun going on in here in this area. We just want to establish distance here. Okay. That's all. A little distance here and there. Just like that. Okay. Now we have established a wee bit of distance in there. So let us get with a rather unconventional brush, because once again we're going to do something. It's going to make it look like we've really done a lot, and we actually have not. Okay. All right. Let's get. We'll use this one. What I'm going to do is get some more. Oh, here we go with the color choices. I see you, Chrissy. Yes, I did use the turquoise up above up there. That I did do. I must admit, I did do that. I'll show you the brush right here. All right, it's just a window trim brush. But what we're gonna do, which is also a nice exercise for everybody, is that we're gonna concentrate on the corner of this brush and keep it on the corner, and don't try to expand the paint all the way down here. Just keep it on the corner. Okay. All right. We're gonna gather up. Actually, let me use the palette knife. I would rather use the palette knife doing this, because if I try to do it with this brush, I'm going to end up doing exactly what I don't want none of you to do. Okay, so we gathered some sap green here. We added a little touch of phthalo in the sap green. We'll mix it right here. Just mix it. Okay. We can thread it in there. Okay. Something like that. I'm wondering if I should brighten that up. I don't think I need to brighten it up. We're just going to use the tip of the corner of the brush. All right. Oh yeah, they're great, Chrissy. Only the corner, guys. Only the corner. Concentrate only on the corner of the brush. Okay. And here we go. Just the corner. So we're going to establish bigger trees, but we're not going to really be defined just yet. But we're gonna just pop them here. And it's the corner of the brush, just the corner of the brush, just like this. All right, just like that. Okay, I might end up going. Well, we'll see when I get it done. We'll see. Just the corner. I'm only playing with the corner of the brush, getting some jungle stuff happening in here. Okay. Just like that. And I'm only using that corner. I'll be getting some more of this, I can see, because you really need quite a bit of paint, to be honest. So I'm getting much more sap green. Put it right in there. Actually, I'm gonna just use all of it. Put it right in there. Get a little more of that blue. Put it in there. We're gonna mix it. Mix it well. Mix it well. You want a different flavor of green now. All right. I kind of like that. I like that flavor of green right there. Let's test that out. Once again, corner of the brush. Corner of the brush. Put a load of paint. Good amount of paint on your brush. It's a light tap. Okay, with that much paint on your brush, you don't need to be heavy-handed. And I'm just using the corner of the brush, and I kind of like what I'm seeing. Okay. But we're going to add cute little highlights and stuff to this. But right now, my main concern is getting enough of this green in there. We're going to go a little higher, go past the fog line there, and just put it in there. Just that corner of the brush. Just like that. We're going to come down a little heavier all in here. Okay, mix it right in. Because you guys don't have a clue what I'm doing, I'm just doing another batch, another line of trees in here. All right, we're gonna lighten these up a little bit. We're gonna add interesting little, because they're a little darker. All right, but we'll add some baby highlights. We'll put a little bit of white, a little bit of turquoise in there. Once again, only the corner of the brush. I need my palette knife actually. Let's get a little bit of turquoise. We'll put the turquoise right in there. A little touch of white, just a little touch. Because we're gonna brighten up what we just done. Just a little bit. You don't want it completely super radioactive bright, but just a little bit of a separation there. Okay, and I'm thinking in mass clumps. Okay. Okay, corner of the brush. We'll pop in a little love in there, just like this. See that? Just like that. Just put them in clumps right now. Don't worry about anything else as of yet. It's not really important. You're just thinking of nice areas of jungle stuff. Just put it right in there. And I'm going to do like I did with the previous, I'm going to do for this one here. Okay. Just cleaning off the brush. Real quick. Doesn't take long. See, just clean it right off. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use this brush as I'm talking to you. We're going to lightly tap downward. Just lightly. If you want to come up a little bit, come up a little bit. But you're just diffusing a little bit of this paint. Okay, just like so. I don't necessarily need a mop brush to do what I'm about to do. Just not necessary. You got hand pressure. You know how light to do it. Very lightly. X strokes. See? You're not getting rid of everything. Light X strokes. X. Letter X. Just like that. Letter X. Just like that. Okay, you go a little harder down below here. Okay, just like that. All right. So for those of you who don't have a mop brush, there's no excuse. You can still use a brush like this to get the effect. All right. And just to show you, I'm just doing this as an example. I'm using the corner of the brush once more. And the same technique I did with the mop brush, you can also do with this one. We're going slightly below the tree line. Let's raise this up a little bit because we don't have to deal with the skull. Let's raise it up right about here. Okay, so we're going to go slightly below the tree line. Go below, go below, go below, go below it. Okay, go below. Borrow some and bring it that way. Borrow some of that, bring it over here. Let's bring it up in there like that. Okay, same brush. Okay, now you got all that area right there. Use it to your advantage very lightly. Look at this, look, just very light. Stir it around, you stir it this way, whatever way you feel. Okay, stir it around. It's okay. This is the same type of technique we used earlier. Stir it around, go on up in there with it. Go there, come down here, go there. Just like that, just stir it around. Okay, you're gonna get those interesting pockets and values. We're gonna do this again. You know we are. The more you blend, the more it blends in to your painting. Okay, there's always a starting point, and this is the starting point. Hashtag don't panic. All right, get another corner. The brush is all raggedy looking, all pitiful, sad. Come up here a little higher, then come back down here. See how bright that is? You need a little bit of variance there. Come on up in here like that. Bring it up there. Don't be so shy. Okay. All right. It's not all, don't make it all localized. Okay. Spread that love a little bit. Come in here. Come on in here a little bit. If you want to use the corner, use the corner. 3 hairs and some air. Very gentle. Very gentle. Just like that. Very gentle. Okay, so you can see all sorts of atmosphere and all sorts of things going on there. Very gentle. A lot of people have a lot of apprehension when you start going into your painting like this. But you got to remember, you got glycerin. It's going to move around and shape around and do all sorts of funky things. Okay. Now I'm gonna wipe off my brush on my towel here. I'm gonna go right from the bottom, and you start to really give it a little press. And you see this? Give it a little, move that paint around. Don't be ashamed. All right, put it right in there. All right, I'm wiping off my brush. All I'm doing is just really wiping the paint off the brush. Going in here like this. You want some of the intensity, and you just, whatever you don't want that's so intense, you just kind of blur it out of there. Come here. Just like that. See, I'm not taking all of that brightness away. And once again, look at this. Extra, 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 extra. X marks the spot here. See that? Okay. And you're just developing right now. You're just developing planes. Okay. That's all you're doing. All right. Okay. Let's take a palette knife real quick. We'll get a little bit of red. We'll play around with this funky green that we have here. Greenish blue. Keep mixing it. Keep mixing. It's changing to a grayish color here. Keep mixing that gray. See how it turns gray on you? Okay. You add a little touch of white to it. Just like that. Doesn't even have to be properly done. Properly mixed. We'll throw some trunks in there too. Actually, we'll give these trunks a little bit of body to a couple of them there. Come in all different directions. Get another little swipe across. Pop some in here. Just put them in there like this. Pop them in there in various spots. You're gonna get some light areas, you're gonna get some dark areas, and that's fine. Put them in there. Come into the fog a little bit, bring some out there. Don't forget this side. Bring some in there like that. All right. Come up in here, bring a couple in there like that. Now the reason why I can't take my palette knife and scratch it in there is because, one, the surface has already been varnished. All you're doing is just scratching it. It's just scratching dark. That's all. It's not gonna. There's no white under there. Okay, so that you're gonna just defeat the purpose there. Okay. Alrighty then. We're about to get really, really slick right now. Okay, now we're gonna start to really put some. Now remember, there's gonna be a gate in here. Okay, the gate will probably be in here, shrouded by more stuff. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's let me see where I want to put the gate. Okay, I see where I want to put it. All right, let's do the gate, and then after we do the gate, then we'll have fun and put more stuff over there. Okay, let us get our palette knife back. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna put this gate in there. This is where you get to play with people's minds and do forced perspective and all that. Let's get a little bit of red into that gray. Okay, a little more red. Watch what I'm gonna do here, because I work with such few colors. So it gives us a nice, pretty mauve-y type of look there. Okay, of course I don't have what I need here, sap green. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Chrissy. You be safe and take care of yourself, and don't be so hard on Davey. We're not around much to protect him now. Okay, now I put the color opposite, which is green, into this. And it's getting that weird, funky kind of gray purple thing going on. Okay, so now I gotta dip into a color because it got a little bit of purple in it, so I can get away with this. And I did not add this color anyway, so that'd be a little bit of yellow. And we're gonna get this kind of like a weird tanny brown going on. Okay, let's get a little bit of yellow. Pop that yellow in there. I don't have to pop the yellow all the way into this color. See, I'm building another crop, another mix of color. Okay, now I'm turning that weird browny yellow there. See that? See that color? So it's starting to form. Now it's turning green. What kills that green? That red kills that green. But what it's going to do is going to turn brown. Look at, see the color? Look what it's doing. As I keep mixing it. This is how you get your colors. See? Don't get nervous when it starts morphing into different flavors and colors. Okay, you just got to keep mixing it. Okay, and this is what that yellow did to that purple. All right, and we added the red to kind of cancel that out. All right, a little touch of white, and there's the brown we're looking for. See that? And all you do is keep mixing. But now here, I want to show you something. Look at the color. That's the original color. Look what it turned into. Okay. So just want to, show you it can be done. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put the gate. Let's see if I can scratch it here. The gate will come from here. Nope, you're not going to see that. So let's take a round brush and we'll show it to you this way, because we're going to deal with a little bit of perspective here. I'll just take a little bit of white. We'll sketch it out. All right. I want the gate to be, what have the gate come to, like right here. All right. At least what's going to be shown. It's going to come up like that and go down just like that, right down around in here somewhere. But here on the bottom, you see, and it gets kind of wider and wider like that. All right, that's going to be where the gate is. That's going to be Kong's gate right there. All right, okay. Let's scratch some of this away here. Scratch some of that paint away. Scratch it right away. And you guys think I'm absolutely crazy? I know. There's a reason why I'm doing this, why I'm scratching this stuff out of here. One, I'm getting the glycerin off of it, and the paint's gonna stick. You follow me? Okay. I know that was very odd for you. I know you're not used to seeing anything like that. Let's take some of this color here, some of this old brownie color, and we're gonna put some of that old brownie color. We're just gonna kind of do one of these numbers, just kind of fill it in like that. Just put it in all the way down the bottom if you can. If we don't have enough, we'll make some more. It don't matter. All right, but basically I'm just sealing. Make some more. So hold on one second. We're gonna make some more real quick here. Now I'm using another batch of colors to make more. So I'm just using yellow, blue, and red. Now I use a lot of yellow, so I'm using a lot of red to counteract that. It's gonna turn brown again. And there it goes. See, it's starting to turn that brown again. All you have to do is just keep mixing. See this? This is why a lot of artists use the palette knife, because you can mix your colors rather quickly. Okay. Pop a little bit of white in there. And there we go. I keep adding white to it. It's going to turn the same. Well, there it is. It's starting to turn the same mixy as that. See that? Okay. All right. Let's get some of that. And we'll just keep adding it there. We'll just keep adding. This is just me actually providing, just blocking it in. I'll use some of the other color in there too. Just mix it in there. You don't have to be exact. Just want to kind of coat it. All right. It's obvious I'm going to get more detail than what you're looking at. The gate will be in this area right down in here. I think you guys can still yeah, you guys can still see it. All right. Don't worry if it's a little bit lighter or whatnot. Once again, we're just blocking in the so-called infamous ugly duckling stage. But the gate will be pretty much here. All right. All right. So we've blocked it in a wee bit. We'll probably block it in a little. Nah, I don't really want it to be too much darker. Maybe we just use the rest of this, because maybe I want a darker gate. We'll see. Let's see what this looks like there. Yeah, we'll add this here and there. That looks cool. We'll get some of this. Well, again, some of the purple color right now. We'll just put the purple color. We'll just bring it back down this way. We'll just add this. Once again, still blocking in stuff. There we go. And we use a little bit of that, mix it all in there. I'm not even going to really smooth it out with a brush. It's going to look just like this. Pop it in there. Just like so. It doesn't look much like a fence or a gate yet. It just looks like a rectangular curved blob. And that's awesome. All right. Let's put in a fence. Let's put in the gate. So hopefully we got enough of this dark stuff. We're about to find out right now. Take a little, well, let me really spread it out here. Pretty good. Just use some of that and mix it in there. Spread it right out. Okay. All right. Let's take a nice swath across. Looks like this. All right. Oh, we'll go from here. And you just need to give it a little tap. Just like that. For a nice start. Bring it fairly close down here. Do another one right here. You'll know when you start to run out of paint, because you know, you'll feel it. Okay. Another swath of color. And we're going to keep this going here. As we get larger, we'll start to spread this out a little more. This gate has been handmade, so it's not going to be the most perfect thing, and you don't really want it to be. Try to keep it as straight as possible, if you can. If you can. Another swath going across. All right. They're going to get bigger. It's going to get wider. We're going to add a little more texture to this too. Now there's texture already on this because of the amount of paint that's being used, which is a beautiful thing. Something you kind of want, and you'll find out in a couple seconds. I don't usually do too many of these little fantasy monster things, even though it is kind of my genre of choice. I just don't do them often, or often enough, because it's a kind of a specialized thing. Even though I enjoy painting them, it's like, who's going to buy it? Not unless they buy it for their geeky little kid, really, to be honest with you. Okay. They're going to get a little bit wider as we get closer. So I'm starting to spread it out a little bit more, but you can do a lot of that in the actual highlighting. Okay. Keeping them rather close. Now the way I'm doing this, and what you'll see me doing, is keeping the palette knife as close to flat as possible. That will take some practice. you have some of these guys run into each other a little bit there. It's all right. Hey, Cat Pro, how are you, sir? For those of you who are popping in, this is a 16 by 20 canvas panel, and I'm just doing my version of Skull Island. Okay, of course, the way the camera's situated, you don't see the mountain. They get a little bit wider. Thank you, CAD. Now, as I'm doing this, of course, you know, the fauna will be covering the edges of the gate. Obviously, it's going to cover the bottom of the gate, you know, stuff like that. Okay, I don't have too much of whatever color I got left. I'm going to add a little bit of white to it there. As you see, the color is being tinted right now by the residual stained colors I have here. So obviously, it's not totally white. A little touch of red. No, actually, a little touch of red, a little touch of green in there. Brown that up a little bit. There we go. See that? See that gray we get? So you can achieve gray with any opposite color mix. You can achieve that gray. Gray comes in, well, many different shades, of course. All right, we're gonna take a nice little swap across. We'll start doing little highlighty things to it. All right, well, we'll start this way and go opposite. Now, I want to show you something. We have texture here, and of course, obviously, it's not totally dry. All right, but it's don't matter. But you have texture. This little roll of paint here, you put it on lightly, and it's going to make all sorts of nice corroded, woody type of designs. All right, just lightly go across. Don't force it. All right. No problem, CAD. So, and we'll just lightly graze across, just like that. Just graze it across, just like so. Look at this. See this? See what you can do here? All right, just like that. Get some more. Very light glaze, very gentle. Just going across. You can actually kind of gauge your palette knife, because remember, the secret to this is having your palette knife very flat against your surface. So if it's a little angled, you can tell by the way the paint comes off the. And yes, I'm gonna do every single one of these guys. I'm not gonna get lazy. Okay, that's the worst thing you can do when you're at a certain stage in the painting. When you start getting lazy, don't do that. Get up and go do something else, and then come back to it. You want the same amount of energy for every step of your painting, is what I'm saying. So don't get careless, because then that's when you screw up. Okay. Every one of these, I'm doing it. Every one. Some will miss, some will hit. It's okay. It's all right. Let it go. Don't go back over it. Just keep going. All right. It's that randomness that helps your painting. You follow me? All right. And, you know, I chose this subject because, you know, I've been doing flowers lately, and I'll be doing flowers again Tuesday. So kind of break away from the little bit of the monotony of the floral. So, and so I was thinking about what was I going to do for tonight. I'm like, well, you know, me being the monster geek, and Godzilla vs. King Kong will be coming out about a month, 30 days. I'm like, well, let me put my little hat in for doing something with that genre. Now, as I'm doing this, of course, I'm ran out of paint. A little bit of yellow. It's hilarious that I would run out of paint, and I only got like a few more to do, so I got to mix paint just for a couple of sticks, but that's all right. If you guys have noticed, I'm mixing gray with various different colors here. You'll be able to do the same thing. You take the color opposites. Even if you have to make an opposite color, it still has the same effect. All right, still the same thing. All right. Now all I gotta do with that, just add more white. See, just add more white. Mix it in there, just like that. Add more white. Okay. And if you think it's too bright, you just add more of the old color. That's all. Believe it or not, those bits at the end are starting to dry up and tack up. I can feel it, because it's starting to come off my brush rather easily, or my palette knife. It's starting to come off the palette knife, but the paint's not moving, is what I'm getting at. Okay. We're going to go across like little bits of just like that. They got little things up there. I'll get them a little bit wider. What I'm gonna do is get some paint. I'm gonna go just a little bit. I'm gonna go down a little bit, yeah, kind of like that. Okay. We're gonna do one for the bottom. And you're adding perspective here. They're going to get wider as it comes closer to you. It's like that. No, Nell, I have not. I will get to it. I promise. I will announce it when I do get to finishing lip racks. I never went any further than when you last seen it, to be honest with you. It's just something, because I know what it entails. I won't be finishing that in the night. Let me put it to you that way. That will not happen. So you will get to see it finish, because I won't change the time. It'll be pretty much like the same time like now. Okay. Getting a little more color. The key to this, remember, is to hold the palette knife flat, just like that. We're gonna get some. I'll use a little black. I'm gonna cheat. Use a little black in this. And I'll get a little touch of red in that black. Right about, let's put it right about here. I'm gonna go up in the air like that. And we're gonna do one right about here. This one's a little higher. Just like that. So you got one here, you got one here. Of course, you see it, but you don't see it. So we'll just brighten that up a little bit. Just like that. Okay, and we'll put some little, well, yeah, I guess I can use this. It'll look primitive enough. Put something like that up there. And we'll have it cross. Right about like that. Okay. All right. No, you didn't miss it at all. Not at all. You know what? I like that. Okay, enough looking at it. Okay. We're about to have a good time here. Let's put some let's utilize that black for 1 minute. Let's get a little swath of black. We'll mix it in with the white and a little bit of the gray and a little bit of this color in here. We'll just kind of put it all in there like that. Okay. Okay. We'll just use this. Let's I kind of like the way that looks, so let's pop some. Let's kind of pop some rocks in there. Why not? Right up in here, just like this. Now the rocks will send this gate back. All right, the rocks weren't planned, but I thought it would look kind of neat. Right now I'm just blocking in color, just whatever shapes there. Bring it out in front like that, just like so. We'll drag them down a little bit. We'll bring some of that color somewhere around in here. We'll drag it down a little bit like that. Can you guys see me do this? Yes, you can. I'm not in the way. My head's not in the way, so everything's cool. Have you guys been experiencing any buffering? Yes, no, maybe so. Any buffering? Oh no, it's not a bridge. That's actually the Kong gate. But you'll see, because there's no shrubbery or anything around it yet. But it's going to get there. But right now I just decided to slap some rocks in there. But we're going to do all sorts of little tricks. You'll see. There's a method to my madness. Okay, no buffering. Good. Okay. We'll continue some of that up around in here a little bit. Somewhere around in there. Let's continue some of this love. We'll put it right around in here. There's a reason why I'm going a certain path with it. Just like that. We'll just kind of pop it in there. Something like that. Okay. That's cool. That'll work. I'm just looking. There's gonna be shrubs here. They're gonna be coming all up around in here, all up in here, come here, and there could be a big thing coming up around in here. You'll see. There's a method to why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, let's get some titanium white. Let's just put it here, mix it in with this black brown color, like that. All right. Let's get a nice thin swath of that, and let's play. Let's take a nice little thin. Hey Bill, how you doing? Okay, I appreciate all your input. I do. Thank you. And we'll kind of laze around and put some rocky things in there like that. And we'll kind of take it, come here, we'll wipe it around like that. We'll bring it around that way. Very flat. You can go around like that. See that? Come this way, bring it that way. And you see the color is not exactly blended in. Come out this way. And that's on purpose. Just give a variance of colors there. Come this way, like that. I just flatten out the color, give a swipe across. Bill is a good buddy of mine. We were musicians at a church we attended in Tucson, Arizona, quite a while back. And he left the Valley of the Sun for the snow of the East. Just like that. We're going to get a little bit of white. Spread it out. A little swipe across. The brighter the highlight, the less of it you need. And we'll just kind of glaze across. Just like that. Just a little bit here and there. Put a little swipe right there. So I'm not really picking a highlight or a light source of sorts. You know, we'll kind of glaze one right in this area here. Come on down like that. Pop one right up around here like this. Get a little touch of white, a little more white. Hey Kathy, welcome. I'm going totally monster science fiction today. No creature, just his home. Of course you don't see it yet because I don't have the camera or raised. Take a little bit of black because I want to return some of that dark. So I'm just getting a little bit of black here and there. And the same thing I did, I just return some of that darkness in there. I need a little more black than that. And then I'll add some of that nice shadow in there. Stop playing around with the black paint. Just get some black paint, dude. Oh, let's get rid of that. I don't really want to waste this gray. I can use that for green later, but I just get pure black here. Put a swipe across. There we go. All right, and then we'll just add some dark. Just like that. We'll add that dark in there. These spots. See how you can just return that dark in there. Bring it in there. Go in the opposite way. I just want to return some of the darkness in there. Certain spots, certain places. Curve it around, putting it in here, down here a little bit. Some of this you'll see, some of this you will not. But long as it's in there. All right, I think we've somewhat done enough as far as those little rocks are concerned. Okay, enough of that. Let's go back to this gray color here I got. Let's add some yellow to that. And watch how it turns green. Look at that. See that green? Bet you didn't think that, huh? Black and yellow makes green. Even if it's the dark gray, got black in it. Turns green on you. All right. See that? It will turn green in a minute. So let's get some more black. That's because I just like this flavor of green. Get some more yellow. The rest of the yellow. We'll make a nice healthy batch of it. Just like this. Make a nice healthy batch of this deep green. Just like that. Okay. I don't have to thin it out or anything. That will be fine the way it is. All right. Let's take I guess I'll take this guy. This is just a synthetic brush. And we're just gonna get some, we're gonna kind of pack this brush. It takes a lot of paint to do this, so I'm gonna end up using a little more paint than what I've made here. Oh, we'll go. Well, let's start here. Let's just kind of touch it with a little bit of a little shrubbery around in here a little bit. There's a couple pushes there. We're gonna need a lot more paint, and I'm going to get some. We need a bunch of paint for what I'm gonna do here. So what I'm going to do right in this area here, because we need a lot of it, and plus I can highlight it whatever color I want. We're gonna put the black right in here. This is some thick stuff. This is actually what is this stuff? Artist Loft paint. I'll put some back over here too in this corner. There. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need quite a bit of this, and we're gonna get some yellow. We're gonna mix that yellow right into that black like this. Pop it in there, just like that. Well, kind of need some yellow over here too. There. All right. Okay. And while I'm at it, and while I'm thinking about it, put some titanium right here. Okay. Like that. Okay, let's mix a nice healthy batch of green. This style of doing bushes, it just requires a lot of paint. I'll stir it right around. It's a big brush, requires a lot of paint. The more paint you have on a brush like this, the lighter touch you need to get the effects. But you can see the patterns in there. Well, those patterns are being caused by the bristles here. Okay, let's return back to this corner. Now, I can just take it, light touch, look at this. Give it a light touch. Now you've got some stuff happening in there. See this? Okay. Put those bushes in there. Let's go out here. Oh, let's go about this high. I gotta tilt my head. Nope, I can't. I'll be in your way. So I gotta kind of go by feel. Just like this. Look. See this? You see how I covered that gate? Now you got another plane of dark. When I say dark, I don't necessarily mean black. No, that's not it. Let's get some more thick paint, light touch, thick paint, just like that. Even though you don't see it because it's dark on dark, but trust me, there's a color shift, there's a color difference. Okay. Really get that paint in there. It does take a lot of paint, but it requires a light touch, and you can get those textures. I'm gonna do the same thing with a lighter color, and you understand where I'm coming from. Okay. So right now you just don't see it, but I'm gonna add another plane. We're gonna have another plane of foliage in here. Not like you think though, because right now I'm incorporating the direct foreground, but we're gonna get another. We're gonna be kind of coy, and we might be able to get away with another bit of middle ground. As you see, I'm just gathering all that dark green, put it right there. Okay. All right, and we come here and we pick all of that up like that. Okay, maybe a little something. We get a little pop a little something right there, just like this. See this? And come downward, come down in there like that. Yeah, we'll cover that up just like so. We're going to probably come down here, and we'll probably get a little bit of love right in there, in this corner. Not enough. We need more paint. Give it a nice little touch there, some darkness in there, just like that. And we'll probably have some of that spill outward in this area right up in here. Actually, we're gonna bring him way up here, just like that. Cover that back area in there. I think that would work, just like that. I think I'm going to bring some of that out this way. So we're going back into my black. This time I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna pull this way. Get some yellow. Put that yellow in and get that green going, just like that. There we go. Pull the brush toward me. Now, as I'm pulling the brush toward me, I just take it and turn it the other way. Okay. Up. We're gonna have some come up this way. Right up in this way like this. Come upward. Just really put it in there like that. We're gonna have all sorts of stuff hanging. We have some coming down here like this. Okay. Now watch, it looks crazy now, but just hold on, just hold on. Oh, probably get something going that way too. Remember, we didn't highlight anything yet. Okay, so have a little faith. You know what, let's cover up that rock. See, I can change my mind anytime I want. And so I decided to change my mind. We'll put all sorts of craziness up in there. All right, okay. Camera Anthony. I think you were talking about when I was going up here. Okay. I'll pan back a little bit. And then I'll just bring it downward like that. I'll put the focus on it. It takes a second and we'll focus. We refocus that. All right. Okay, you see his skull head. Now we're gonna highlight this in a way that it shows all of that off. Okay, so hashtag don't panic. All right. We're going to use the same brush. I'm only going to use the corner, utilize the corner. We're thinking highlights now, but not highlights like you think. They're highlights, but they're, let's just say that they're kind of gentle. All right, we'll take some light green, some sap green here, a little bit of yellow, and a little touch of white. And we're going to mix those together just like that. Now here's a little trick. It works in oil painting, it will work in acrylic also. All right, now with acrylic, if you add a little paint, with oil paint, add a little linseed oil or turp, it thins out the paint, of course, you know. And then it's the old adage, thin paint sticks to a thick paint, and that's true. So with what you see right here, all right, something fell. Oh, it's just a palette knife that I'm not concerned about. All right, we're gonna take a little bit of water, just a little bit. I'm dipping my brush into water, and we're gonna go in here. Now, even though I'm soaking all of the brush, I'm not going to use all the brush. I'm just going to use the corner of the brush. Okay. Now, this brush maintains a certain type of look. Each brush, this is a synthetic one. It has a weird type of pattern to it. Okay. Now, with this, you just use a very light touch. Okay. Just a light touch like that. You see. You guys should be able to start to see little, there you go, little patterny things coming out there like this. Okay, come up here like that. Now, don't get the assumption that it's too bright. It's not. And we're going to do interesting little clumps. Okay, because I don't really want a pine tree look. So we're doing interesting clumps of the greenery. I'm just taking my brush and I'll just take it out, give it a little turn, little touch turn there like that. Come in here, add another interesting patch going that way. Come back, go this way. Okay, but it's loose paint. I'm getting some more and a light touch. Okay, just a little press. It takes practice to do it. We'll come in here, add a little bit down in here. Okay. Now this will be the same thing if I took one of the Ross round brushes and did the same thing. Okay, it's just I'm taking a flat brush, I'm just giving that little turn, little push there, going different directions with it. But you're doing it in clumps. Okay, a little touch of water, little bit of water. Yeah, you guys can see everything, so we're good. Let's go here. Add, well, not, let's go in here. Let's go in here and add all of this. Okay, just little bits. See this? Just like that. See, what you need is a little bit of that darkness in there. Keep some darkness in between all of this. Okay, I'm go down like that, add some there. Then go back up again. We're gonna add different variations of green in this too. But something like that. Just crazy stuff. We're gonna go all up in here. Let's add, I think for that, let's add a little red. Pull that red in. Oh, I just hit the camera. Sorry about that, guys. Get a little touch of water. A little bit of white. Now the white's gonna turn it like a weird tanny color. Okay. Okay. I don't want to really move I don't want to move this thing, so we're gonna come here and we're gonna give it a little touch like that. Come here, out like that. Interesting little clumps, remember, little interesting clumps. Come in here like that. Put some of those interesting clumps, mix them in there a little bit. Then we're gonna come back out here. We're gonna give it a nice little, I gotta look at my camera to see what's going on here. Right up in here, because I cannot see it because of the glare. I just use my right hand. Just a little push like that. And you just get a couple of them and you just keep going. No, it's starting to come off. Get some more. Pop some down here. Up here. And we'll shape this with more highlights, don't worry. Okay, just like that. Now watch this. Yeah, I know you see me do all of this, but watch what I'm gonna do. I'll rinse off this same brush. Now watch what happens here. Let's go from right here, because you guys can see it. Let's go right from here, press, just go down, boom. Go up, let's press, go down, press, go down, go straight down. Come here, and we're gonna kind of just keep going down. We'll curve it, go straight down, just like that. All right, look at that. Instant water. Bet you didn't expect that one, did you? Yeah, just when you thought you had me found out, right? We'll add a little bit of love in here like that. Just come straight down. A little bit of water, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white. It's gonna mix with all this green anyway, so fret not. Right here, just come down. Make sure it's straight though. Come downwards, press straight down, press. Just like that. If I choose to go up a little bit, I'll go up a little bit. Just like that. All right, all right. We're gonna smooth that out, don't worry. Big brush back. We'll just take a regular flat brush. We'll just take the wood chipper brush again, the wood trim brush, and we'll just kind of smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth it out. Just get it a little smoother. Smooth it out there. When I smooth it out, it also mellows down the color a little bit. All right. Down here on the bottom. So don't worry if I blended it all the way. Have no fear, no fret. Don't worry about all of that, because you can always return it in the spots that you want it to return to. All right. Okay, enough of that. That was the easy part, actually. Now, I guarantee you. Marilyn says, no, not the rock. Don't worry, Marilyn. We'll put one back. We'll put one back. Okay, let's go into this color here. We'll just take a swipe of it right here. All right, we'll just come here and we'll just add some lines of love right in here like this. Okay. Take another swipe. As you can see, it's not necessarily super bright. It doesn't have to be. We'll just come out here and once again just add some lines of love right in here. Just like that. Get a little bit of white, mix it in with whatever color that I'm mixing it with. Just like that. Come on in there. We'll put some more rocks in there. Let's get some kind of let's mix in this color with a little bit of white, just like this, because we got plenty of this color. Let's get some more white, lighten it up a little bit, go right on across, and we'll put like interesting little trunks in there, kind of round them off a little bit, put them in there. They don't necessarily have to be everywhere, but you know, just put them in there in hits, just like that. Come on up here. Well, here, let's get a little bit more of that. This is here. You can have a little fun. Pop them in there like that. Have one branch out there. Put one in here like this. Come on up in here like that. You got all sorts of craziness happening in there. You don't know what's hiding in these woods here. Come on down there like that. Oh, like that. So I hope I'm not boring you guys. Oh, we'll put a little something. We'll put a little something right here. Come on, like that. We'll kind of mirror that down here a little bit. Okay. All right. Just gathering up some light stuff. We're just gonna mix it right in there. A little bit of white there, just a little touch of white. So you get all different types and planes of stuff happening there. Put a little piece of something. Well, let's go the opposite way like that. There we go. Okay. We're gonna return some of Shane's rocks. Get a little reflection there, a little reflection there. Oh, you guys are talking about snacks here. Okay, here, let's do something. We'll do something for Shane here. Okay, Shane. Oh no, it wasn't Shane. Who was that? That was Marilyn. Okay, Marilyn. Let's get some black and then some of that stuff there. Okay, let me take we'll take the 1/2 inch long. This is a little long. I don't want this one. I want to I just dipped my brush. I just dipped my brush all into the glycerin. Nice job, Mr. Gray. Well, at least it was the business end. All right. Water takes away glycerin like a hot knife through butter. So in case you did drop a brush this size into glycerin like I just did, just dip it in water. It comes right off. I don't even think this brush was supposed to be in this pile anyway, but it happened. It's okay. All right, let me get a 1/2 inch brush here. It's buried with my giant brushes. There we go. Come here. Okay. We'll half brown, half black, something like this. Go back and forth with it. Might need a little more black, so go in the corner. So it's part black, part brown. And we'll come up in this corner here. We'll just kind of come here and we'll just kind of, it needs to be lighter. So hold on 1 second. Let's lighten that a bit. Just like that. Let's do that again. There we go. We add some rocks like that. Come here, we add another one in there like that. Need more white. There we go. That might work better. There we go. Pop them in there like that. We pop one and come out there. We pop one in here like this. We just kind of throw rocks in there. Like so. Put a nice size one right in there like this. Overlap them. Overlap the rocks. Pop them in there like so. I can always go back over them. It needs more black on the bottom. So we'll just do this. Concentrate really more on the black. And just go back over it. Boom. Just like that. A little darker on the bottom for these guys. And as I'm adding these little fellas in here, we're gonna get some other ones in there. The bigger ones will come in the foreground. We'll add some of these guys up in here like that and come out here like this. Put a couple here, up in there like that. Some little pebbly guys in there. Vermont, you're funny. No, Vermont. Listen, here. Half white, half dark. Okay. Get a little bit black on the other end. And top the light half on top. And just pop them in there. Alright. Just put them on in. Just like that. If you put them in the water itself, like that, alright, the water level shrinks. Okay, then it turns from a lake to a pond. You start putting them in there like this. All right. Obviously, there's no black down there, but we can make the black happen when I use the palette knife. So that's no big deal. I'll show you. So I'll just use the black right now. I'll just pop them in there like that. Like now, it turns into a little pond when I start doing little things like that. And if I don't like them, I just get rid of them. So it's no big deal. Because the paint's still wet, I can just wipe them away if I don't like what I see. So, don't really matter. But I'll show you something here if I can get it going. Okay, so let's get the palette knife again, small one. We'll get a little bit of white and we'll eke the white out right there like that. And we'll just kind of do a slight cut across. That's too much white. Really thin, cut it across. And we'll add some like little water things in there. Like that. Come down this way. Get some more. We'll start adding cutesy little things in here like this. Keep coming down and across. Oh, come down here a little bit. But usually around in here, you can add little wavy lines like that. And you come down here, you do the same thing. You just gotta press a little hard. So you put a little muscle to it. Come here, and you just go downward, just like that. So you got little wavy things going on, just like this. Come on this way. Take something soft if you don't like it. If it's a little harsh, just take it, go down with it. Just go down with it. Just go down with it like that. Just go down with it. All right. And bring it straight down. Bring it straight down, straight down, straight down. Even that. Bring it straight down, straight across. Bring it straight down. This one. So hopefully you guys see what I'm doing here. Okay, bring it straight down. I can get me a little touch of white. Yeah, you guys can see it. Nice, just strong glare of white there, and kind of highlight a spot there and there, like that. And then you can take your little bit of white there, and you can just like go around across, add some little water lines here and there. As long as it's horizontal and it's straight, you can pretty much, you can kind of get away with everything. You don't have, you can just do a tap here because it's so far away. Okay, put them right in there. Don't be scared. Put them right in there. All right, give me a little bit of white, flatten it out. Go around across with it, just like that. All right, let's add some cute little highlights to this guy. Thank you, Marilyn. I am gonna throw a rocking boulder in there. I know I put some in there, but I changed my mind. I'm still looking at it here and there. I need to accent Kong Island skull a little bit more. Little bits of white just here and there. Little bit, just in little areas. Around his brow. Around his eye there, just kind of accent some stuff there around his cheekbone there. Don't play with me here. There we go. Just right around in certain areas there. Come down in here a little bit. I want to curve that eye in there just a little bit there. All right, a little bit in here. Turn that around. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of this white, just a little bit. It's tinted with other colors, and we're just gonna come in here and play around a little bit more, just to highlight certain areas of that rock. So this is just quick little adjustments so that you know that there is something living out here. Okay, yep, that's good, that's good. Okay, all right, enough of that. Let's move on to what was I gonna do? Oh yes, let's gently highlight. Well, before I highlight some stuff, let's put some more. I'm gonna just use this brush here because I want to kind of put some love all up in here. Just come up with it a little bit. I just want to kind of cover some of that bridge. You got me calling it a bridge. Cover the wall a little bit more. Right about in here, just darken that, just like that. Okay. All right. Let's go a little higher there. Cover up that wall a bit. Come out here, shoot some of that out there. Let's take our white into this green mix. Take a little touch of water, little touch. I'm just using the corner of this well-used brush. I'm gonna add a little red in here. Just a little bit of red. Need a little white to brighten it up. It's gonna turn kind of grayish green. I don't have any yellow, so. Okay, now my brush is really bashed in, beat up a little bit, which adds wonderful highlights. And here we go. Let's add some highlights around Let's start from here, just like this. Actually, I need to have it wet just a little bit more. Thin paint sticks to a thick paint, and I don't have to press as hard. Just like that, and you get those great little patterns there. Just like this, little clumpy things, just like that. You can do it, Marilyn. I'm still doing things in sections, okay? And my highlights are not overly bright on purpose. They don't really need to be. The focus is on that skull back there. Really. So I don't have to have super bright highlights. Just maybe to kind of come here a little bit. I can use this to diet some of that down if I don't want too much of it. I'm looking. I'll probably add a little more color to this. But we're almost done. Yes, Jay, it's supposed to be creepy. Skull Island. And you can definitely tell the skull. Okay, then the gate, you got the Kong gate here. Let's take a fan brush. The fan brush will wisp through it. Let's add some. See, I don't want the colors to be too pretty, so we'll see. Get a little bit of red. I'll just mix the red in with this gray stuff. Water it down a little bit. Okay. And very carefully, very lightly, we'll just kind of add some. See, it's red, but it's muted. So it's in there. The colors are in there, but they're not all super vibrant. They're not all super sexy looking. We'll bring some of that red down in here like this. See, don't forget you got reflections. So we'll bring some of that love in here, just like that. Why not? We even have some of that color down in here on this side because we'll put some red stuff in there. Well, kind of red gray. I'm using the corner of the brush. We'll just tap in clumps. Now, what I'm doing is not to have it look like a pine tree. It's that you're getting clumps of color. Okay, and you altering your brush movements here and there. I'll put some of this really disturbing kind of red color in there like that. I really don't want anything really too blatantly bright in here. I'll put some of this down here in this corner, just like that, and we'll give an excuse to have some of that by putting some of that up above here. Okay. All right, let's get a little bit of turquoise. A little turquoise, a little smattering of white in it. Not too much. Loosen that turquoise, just get a little. Okay, a little bit of turquoise. Let's open up that brush a little bit here. We'll put some clumps just in the corner, little interesting little things in there, thingamabob, that's like that. Put some up in here like this, come out here a little bit, put a few in here. Just clump them though. We'll bring a couple in here like this. Usually around where you see the branches there sticking out. I gotta do this while I'm looking at the TV here. I'm not actually looking at I gotta see where I'm at with the TV. So I'm actually painting looking at the TV backwards, but because the glare is so strong over here. So. Yep, all right, we got it. That's good. All right. Okay. Now, here's the interesting thing about glycerin. If you put too much on, it will run on you, okay? Which is the case right now, you just don't see it. it is starting to run. Right here in the corner, but see, I can just wipe it away. I'm doing that right now as I'm talking to you. Just slowly just wisp it away. It's actually picking it up and just removing it. So when I'm done with this, I'll take a picture of it, and then I have to lay it flat. But that's basically what's going on with her. It has to be flat, not horizontal the way I have it here. There we go. Just stir it around. Just stir it around a little bit, just like that. There. Okay, I'm looking to see if there's anything else I need to add to this. I don't really think so. I don't think I have to add any, I don't think so. I think we're good here. This is definitely a specialty painting. I can't really see anybody wanting this, but it's just something I enjoy doing. I don't do too many of them. Well, for one, they take an incredible amount of time, because for me to really do it right, it would take probably a couple days to do this, and more planning. But I just wanted to do something like this in this style tonight. So I hope I didn't disappoint too many of you. I'll throw my name in here. On the 5th of March, there will be an auction. I will auction about 30 of my paintings off. I already got the 30 picked. They're sitting right in back of me. It is the first time that I've participated actively in an auction. So save your shekels if you like to purchase anything. Or just come out and support. I would appreciate it. Oh, yeah. All of my, thank you, Shane. All of my information will be there. Also, I'll be there with another artist. So it should be a pretty interesting time. And all of that good stuff. So let's see. I think all I have to do is press this thing, and that goes away, right? Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, there you have it. My little version of oh, hold on, Shane. I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry, Shane. Hold on. I'm sorry. My bad. I forgot to add a. Is it Shane or no? It was who was it? Marilyn. Okay, Marilyn. Hold on. Crap. Where can we put one? Jeez. Okay, right about here. I'm sorry. Let's put one right about here. I did promise a big rock. I did promise a rock. I'm sorry. We'll throw a rock right in here, okay? All right. I almost forgot. Sign the painting and everything. Forgot to add a rock. Who knows? Maybe by the time Friday comes, maybe this thing will be for sale. Who knows? I'm kind of funny that way. Okay, I got way too many brushes in this bucket. I don't need too many like this. I just dumped another brush in the glycerin, of course. Of course. I'm just using the black to block out the rock. Big old rock right here. It's gonna look like a rock, I promise. We'll put it right there. Okay. All right, we'll put one right there. Almost forgot, I did promise her a rock, so I'll throw a rock in there. Yes, you are special. Of course, when people refer to me as special, it's a whole entirely different thing. Okay. La 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 la. And also a little highlights to this guy too. Get some texture going with him. Oh, we'll kind of aim him this way. Like that. Or run him around right around this curve like that. Okay. Oh, I don't have any white left. I turned it all turquoise. Tarnation. Okay, that's fine. I'll just kind of turn it. We'll work with it. We'll work with it with this kind of weird grayish. What is this? Grayish turquoise. Very odd. All right. Well, we'll tap in some love right in there like this. This fella, because I don't want it too highlighted anyway. Put it right up in there, wrap around in there. Come on around in here. Grab some of that, drag it around. Bring it right down in here like this a little bit. And I'm going to highlight it a little bit too. Also, I might have to dip into the tube of white for 1 second. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. Like so. Well, thank you, Giza Creek Farms. Kent, thank you very much. I appreciate it, my friend. I do believe we got our rock. We got everything in here. Okay. We do have just about everything. Of course, you know, I'll use the white anyway, because I'm going to add, just because it's me and I am a glutton for punishment. Interesting response, Tony. And yes, I was around for the Great Beaver incident. I thought it was hilarious. Yes, I can add fog anywhere, and yes, it's already dry. That gate is dry. And I'm just scubbling a little love, a little mist in there. The gate is yes, the gate is fine. It's dry. Bring some of that mist in the direction of some of these plants here. And you got to be pretty confident in what you're doing to do this. It takes time. It Takes time and bravery. Okay. Takes time, takes a little bravery. You know clearly well what we're talking about. He's a funny guy, that Bruce. I must hand it. He does bring the yucks. They do have replay, Bruce. Those who really inquire to know will know. I'm just, bringing it out there a little bit. So yeah, we're traveling that mist a little bit up here up front. Why not? Why not? Very softly. Just like that. See, you can just build and build and build. Okay. And blend. Yes, I'm blending with a fan brush. Fan brush used to be called a fan brush blender. Okay. So, just like that. And we'll spill it out here a little bit, just like that. All right. Okay, I'll leave it alone. I promise I'll leave it alone. See, if Sleet Stacks is here, you insist on a pterodactyl somewhere. But no pterodactyls. Ooh. Hold on. I was almost done. Hold on. I can get away with it. I can get away with it. I can outline this guy a little bit. This is, I don't know if you would call it cheating, but I can definitely outline him a bit. All right. There. Just enough. Oops, just enough. I can outline him just enough. All right. There we go. And then that's that. All right, guys. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they're doing really good with Stranger Things. It's a good show. The seasons that I've watched it, I really enjoyed it. Okay, Marilyn, there go your rock. All right, guys. Let me put. Well, this camera was never on to begin with, so I guess I'll throw it on. It was never really on, so I know I can get away with it. Let's throw the multi-camera mode on for a minute there. All right, there we go. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I hope to see you again soon. Yeah, you guys can see me. I don't have to put that other light on. I do appreciate your time and to watch me do this. So until next time, I shall see you when I see you. You guys take care, and well, peace.